let me talk my... Got a couple things I gotta cross off my list. How you insomniac for sleeping on my... It's a bad soundtrack, read the script. Born in the motherland, headed straight down to the south. Tennessee mornings with pops, working 3 jobs. I knew that they struggled to get it, that's why I wanted to get it. That embedded, you get it, treat it like a love. And I'ma need commission for this hit. Lance laid the canvas and I painted over it. I don't need a vision board to show you I'm the... I'm betting on myself, count the chips. Got it. Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin, just being honest. Try to sink my ship like Titanic and leave me with Jack. Hope I be panicking, but I rose to the top. Isn't it funny that the is built like a Maserati, yoga folding like origami? What? I walk the walk, I talk the talk, I be saying what I want. When I had no deposit, closet was looking real bare. Now I made a deposit, my closet's looking super rare. Drove it really far. Crazy how did this happen, wishing on a star. It's a celebration, I ain't talking Mardi Gras. With a little patience, you'll be eating Budokan. What you want? What you want? Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin, just being honest. Never let a manufacture stack like that. And if we getting toxic, tell the boy fall back. If it was back then, I'd be tripping off that. Took a little time just to get me on track. I went from snotty to snobby, got it like, immune to everybody, this is stunt 101. Up in the club, throwing the 50s like, hated to love it, I just can't get enough. Labels from calling me, I said move if you call me, please, or don't even bother me. They said, oh my apology, they keep calling and calling. I keep stalling and stalling. Rookie of the year, my career snowballing. Got it. Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin, just being honest.
I just scraped it off the top, cut it out the road, out the curve, out the block. I was already sold, out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that pain, but it meant a lot. Whenever she calls, do what I gotta do. I'm moving with a two, I paid it out the four.
Yeah, tell me what I gotta do. Pull up in a bucket coupe, one for me and one for you. Yeah, like with the roof. I'm off the chain, don't cut me loose. Yeah, I'm off the chain, I'm off the noose. Yeah, getting picked off Bentley, white like cotton. Residential so good, my doors don't gotta lock 'em. Watch the dirty money with oxy. I miscount cause I'm off yeah, these bigger than a damn proxy. Call my he said copy. Get that plug like a boogie. I like riches, hit like nookies. You ain't scared of no, but you scared to put on your hoodie. Man, my like Woody.
I just scraped it off the top, cut it out the road, out the curve, out the block. I was already sold, out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that pain, but it meant a lot. Whenever she calls, do what I gotta do. I'm moving with a two, I paid it out of four.
Toys, convoys, 100 carats on my neck, my boy. That 100 bunny rabbits tryna get my boy. From the cabbage I collect, my boy. Heard you is gorillas, let me check, my boy. Say nothing silly, you regret, my boy. Cause we got banana on the my boy. And I can send it in a text, my boy. Thumbs up or the emoji with the flex, my boy. Personalize every threat, my boy. Toll free, that's direct, my boy. And if you need a couple, I'm the connect, my boy. Off the top,
I just scraped it off the top, cut it out the road, out the curve, out the block. I was already sold, out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that pain, but it meant a lot. Whenever she calls, do what I gotta do. I'm moving with a two, I paid it out of four.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something about Benz looking cute. That's honest. Her and her friends, big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the. Ain't no way somebody daddy ain't gon' give her the spins with her ends. Cause yeah, she did it. She did it again. A few more tracks and this time she brought friends. Big baby on her way up and showed the stairs to a man's. Now salute the general. TGLX got plans, yeah. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
We are about 10 miles or so southwest of downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Carolina Panthers and the Los Angeles Chargers. The kicker, Dustin Hopkins, set to get this one going. And we are underway in Southern California. And now Mayfield on the bootleg. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their job. Back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And that is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Now he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Herbert back to the air. And that'll be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
2nd and 10. Here's Herbert once more. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Herbert now. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Brandon Smith picks it off. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 41.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Mayfield off the play fake. Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10. Again, they run again. It's McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11th. That's going to bring up fourth down, only a gain of 2 there. Gonzalez out now to try the Panther field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. Gonzalez's kick is good, and the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play. Eckler going to get it again on second down. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert steps away to his left. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And the Panthers will have a first and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Panthers out there ready to begin their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start first and 10. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
A gain of 14. First down, Panthers.
Nothing after 1 on EA Sports. Mayfield on play action. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They go play action. Mayfield taking a shot here for Marshall. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 34 yards on the return, but for a moment looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Running on 1st down, Eckler. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Herbert. He gets this out to Spiller. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
And I could see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
On 2nd and 10, Herbert. And this one's incomplete.
Well, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with, some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting to 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. It's Williams on the catch. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Herbert jogs off, and out comes Dustin Hopkins to take this kick for L.A. on 4th down. Hopkins' kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So Charles there on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not have the balls go through goalposts. They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give them a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, their first 2 drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make something happen. Push the ball downfield and try and gain some incomplete.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Here comes Carter. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. And he is going to lose yardage here. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
It looks like, yes, it is 6 defensive backs on the field for Carolina.
They're going with a dime set. Here's Herbert. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get 1 play before the 2-minute warning. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Back to throw here, Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big...
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert taking it in from the 20. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw complete there to Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you don't stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Dancing to his left. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Gutton and Charles Davis.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gutton, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
A give. Eckler running to the right. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver. We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They go jet sweep here with Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for L.A. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Meanwhile, they take... start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 50 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
At the 4-yard line.
Second down and goal. Herbert. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is now 17-3. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, an interception's result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw is Darnold. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. A play fake, and it's Darnold. He's going to look deep for more. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
Again, Darnold. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Play action. It's Darnold. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
To throw again on 2nd down. Darnold. That is caught by Anderson. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking into this football game. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Darnold. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. McCaffrey is into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side. And all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket, because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Up the middle with Eckler. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards and a first down. I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Eckler now between the tackles. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. It's Eckler again, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front. And it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Now a toss, running left, Eckler. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Gets it into the hands of Allen on the jet sweep. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. Hopkins' kick is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yeah, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Darnold. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they're going to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Darnold. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Darnold to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Certainly had its moments. Some good execution at times by both of these offenses. Defenses both made some plays as well. And always a joy to be up here in the booth next to you, my friend.
Yeah, it's a privilege to be up here in the booth next to you as well. Thanks for taking the time. And let's go ahead and get ready for our next one, right? I'll see you.